Morning, guys, and welcome to another exciting episode of the H Talks Comics, Films, and Combat Sports. First up, I am completely shattered. I have literally had about 2 hours and 45 minutes of sleep after my shift yesterday. Went to a venue, did a door shift, did that until the wee early morning hours. And it was an eventful night, took ages. So yeah, eventually got home, haven't slept much. That's why, if you can hear, my voice sounds a bit more, I don't know what the word is, let's just say sleep deprived. Basically, let's get rid of that for a second though. Let's allow us sleep, let's fuse. Like Gotenks. If you don't know about Gotenks, then please Google Dragon Ball Z Gotenks and Fusion. Not Potara Fusion. Anyway, let's talk about AE Dub. Let's talk about AE Dub. Let's talk about AE Dub. AE Dub. No, let's seriously talk about AEW. So I didn't get to watch the show, unfortunately, because I was at work. But this morning, I have fully checked and looked at some, how do I say, in-depth highlights. So it was like one of the elongated YouTube videos, and I would say don't ever pirate anything, but I didn't pirate it. It was on YouTube and it was extended highlights. They're still there if anyone wants to go have a look. Put in AEW highlights. And like I said, if I wasn't working, I definitely would have bought it on ITV Box Office. Shout out to ITV Box Office for showing the event. But yeah, I was just mainly looking through the Omega Jericho match, which looks to be exceptional. But more than that, for me, it's the brothers, man. It's the Rhodes brothers. Like, and spoilers, if you know the spoilers, I don't really care. If you don't want spoilers, then whatever. It's the next day. It's a wrestling show. It's dumb. But when it comes to wrestling shows, there's always be spoilers, just for future reference. But yeah, so basically, the Rhodes brothers have a great match. There's blood involved. Dustin gets busted open, bleeding everywhere, blood everywhere, claret is flying. But here's the thing, at the end of the match, well, he gives Cody Rhodes 2 crossroads. Cody Rhodes kicks out, gets him in the crossroads and wins. But here's the thing, so Dustin, like he's lost the match, he's taking his boots off. We're thinking, oh no, we're thinking, thank you, Dustin. I think he's gonna retire the legendary career of Dustin Rhodes, the Natural, also known as Seven, also known as Goldust. So we're all thinking, oh my gosh. But then what happens? Cody rolls back in. He said he had to choose a partner to face the Young Bucks, and he said he didn't want a partner, he didn't want a friend. He only needed his older brother. So like, rah, bro, trust me, I've got a brother myself. Yeah, that's just, and yeah, if you're watching this, Triple J, say that to me, mate, gas me up. But nah, oh mate, oh, I loved it, I can't lie, that's emotional. Like, if you got a brother, if you haven't got a brother, I don't know if it's the same. If you're an only child, you might watch that like, alright, a bit corny or saying, but if you've got a brother, that hit, man, that hit. It's like, I don't need a friend in a partner, I need my older brother. Like, my brother's actually wrestling as well, like, he's training right now, so yes, holler me, mate, holler me to wrestle. I want to be the Goldust, but I'm not dressing up in no gold uniform. Unless anyone wants to pay me big money, then I'll do it. I'll gladly dress up as Goldust. But I'm actually joking, I wouldn't. So like weird like millionaires from Saudi Arabia will probably be on YouTube like, oh, would you like to dress up as Goldust? Nah, you weirdos. I'm all good. But no, Goldust, man, love it. Goldust and Cody Rhodes together again, the brotherhood. Apart from that, I was just watching highlights, like I said, but I was watching a elongated version, and Lucha Brothers and Young Bart. But I really liked the SCU versus OWE, Oriental Wrestling something. I can't remember what the E stands for, but what was it called? The best Meltzer ever. The best Meltzer ever. That move for SU, that was funny, man. And I've obviously watched a lot of SU matches, but I never found that not funny. Same as when he watched the Meltzer driver. But here's the best thing: John Moxley. Actually, before I get to that, quick shout out Kip Sabian on the buy-in, which was free on ITV4. I recorded that, and that's on ITV4, so you can watch that for free if anyone hasn't seen it. I don't know if they'll have the replay or not. Our brother's watching this. I recorded that one, so you can watch the free buy-in which is Kip Sabian versus Sammy Guevara, and what's it called? The Casino Battle Royale. But yeah, they were both good. Casino Battle Royale is Battle Royale. I'm not a huge Battle Royale fan. Like, I like the Royal Rumble. That's only because of the particular way that it's run. Yeah, I'm not a huge Battle Royale fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I wasn't a big fan of the budget Battle Royale. I'm not a fan of Casino Royale. Also, because the name Casino Royale, great. But Adam Hangman Page won, which is, let's be honest, as soon as you heard he was in the match, and you saw he was in the match, that was obvious. So that was a bit boring. But apart from that, everything else was a hit. Young Bucks beating the Lucha Brothers makes sense. Lucha Brothers got a signed contract with MLW as well. Young Bucks are a franchise tag team, if not the franchise tag team. Best Friends are doing well, as always. SCU are doing well. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Cody obviously is going to be in a tag team with his brother. Possibly, looks like a retirement match against the Young Bucks. That should be exceptional. That should be a 6-star extravaganza for Dave Meltzer to enjoy himself over. Trying to think what else. Yeah, the main event that we talked about, Jericho went over. Jericho beat Kenny Omega. People who don't know, went over main. So that's pretty cool. Omega's going to face Hangman Page for the AEW Championship. I really hope Jericho, sorry, I said Omega, sorry, so Chris Jericho, who beat Omega, is going to face Hangman Page for the AEW Championship. Oh yeah, the belt came out, Bret Hart came out and brought out the belt, that was cool, it looked good. I really hope Jericho wins. I've got a feeling they might do Hangman Page because he's the new guy and he's the AEW original, I guess. But I hope Jericho wins because that'll give it some huge respect in the wrestling industry, and the pedigree of that belt will be exceptional. Imagine a former WWE undisputed champion. He's won every single title WWE's have, except for possibly Universal right now. And obviously 24/7 or 205, because he might be getting 205 and 24/7 for like jobbers. But now Chris Jericho win it with the prestige. It would give it huge prestige. That's what I want to see. But yeah, best thing of the night probably Jon Moxley, aka formerly known as Dean Ambrose, come out. Dirty Deeds. Jericho gave a Dirty Deeds to a ref. Dirty Deeds is finishing maneuver, it's like a DDT, and then gave Dirty Deeds to Kenny Omega. Well, he tried to, and Kenny Omega speared him out the ring. And a little brawl for all in the middle of the crowd. That was cool, and it ended with Jon Moxley on a massive a coin, like a casino coin. I've never actually been to a casino, so I would as well. I would go. Do you know what? I'm someone, I don't mind gambling on little bits here and there. Like, I've won a lot of money on terms of gambling on sports like MMA or boxing, because it's a 2-horse race, and if you're analytical, you can 80% of the time think about it and you can get it right. I've actually won money on rounds. I've got Anthony Joshua beating Takam in the right round, beating Parker in the right round. I've got Conor losing to Floyd round 10. So stuff like that you can, if you've got a decent or vast amount of knowledge on combat sports, like I like to think I have. Don't want to try to toot your own horn. I don't want to toot my own horn, to be honest. But in terms of casino and that, I don't know what the probability is. I haven't really looked at it. I haven't really analysed it. But I don't know. I can't imagine this. You go in there and your odds are great for you to win, because obviously you want the house to win. Well, we don't, but they do. They want the house to win. They want to win big money. So I used to do poker, play with my friends and stuff. But I never actually played poker in a tournament or anything this week, because I don't know. If your odds are stacked against you, you've got to think what's the probability. It's all about winning at the end of the day. Who goes into something to lose? Who goes into something to lose money? I don't know. So casino sounds like you're going into it for the fun of gambling, which isn't a thing to me. Like, if I want to try and gamble, I want to try and win some money. Back to how that goes with my guy, Jon Moxley. So Jon Moxley, sorry for the creaking. So Jon Moxley gets on a massive chip, that's what it is. Massive chip, and he looks like he like kind of not straddles it, it's like just some weird half press up position, and then he smiles up like that, and he puts his head up and does a weird evil smile, and it looks really good. Don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy, probably just the guy, probably just, yeah, tweener, in between, anti-hero, if you will. But yeah, there's going to be some great matches with him. Obviously, he looks like he's going to face Kenny Omega, eventually he'll face Jimmy Havoc. In some disgusting hardcore death match, I'm sure. It's going to be impeccable, man. AEW already in one night made us more invested in the Rhodes brothers, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes. The WWE could or would or should have. They should have. I'll be honest, they should have. But no, let's be honest, they didn't. They had the brothers, and they said they made it some whack Stardust, who Cody Rhodes supposedly didn't like beating. Was it Stardust versus Goldust? Not the same. It's not the same. They didn't invest in the storyline. They didn't push the storyline. They didn't give it a WrestleMania match, even when they gave Jeff and Matt the WrestleMania match was not a great match, and I'm a huge Jeff fan. Matt's decent to his character, but no, I just can't fathom why WWE let that through their fingertips, like the sands of time, basically, like the sands of time going through their fingertips. Shocking developments there. But no, this isn't to quit WWE, but I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not some weird WWE mark. I'm not some huge WWE fan. While I grew up watching WWE, sadly WCW ended when I was still young. So I couldn't fully get into that as much as I wanted, but obviously did watch some. Me and my brother did. He was literally maybe a baby. Literally, I think, yeah, he was like 3 or 4 when it ended, so you don't think he remembers much. But I remember watching Rey Mysterio about the mask. My dad actually remembers that. Rey Mysterio about the mask and the filthy animals and NWO and stuff like that. So WCW was always cool. In England, I don't know, I speak for everyone, but WCW wasn't as pushed. It wasn't as, I don't know if it wasn't, yeah, I just don't think it was as popular. I know in America there's a big era and it was like WCW, WWE. And I know in hindsight some people here are like, oh yeah, the big WCW, WWE. But when I was in school, which I was in like year 5, year 6, year 7, during the whole Attitude era, it was all WWE, I'm gonna be honest. Like you go to toy stores, like the one called BT's, and you go to like supermarkets or Woolworths or whatever around, and you see a few WCW figures or toys, mainly being Sting, the Crow, mainly being the Giant, mainly being Hulk Hogan, I'll be honest, and that's not all you really see, but you see The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, Undertaker, Big Boss Man. I remember always seeing Big Boss Man action figures. You see Billy Gunn, Badass. You see China. You see Kane. You see X-Pac everywhere, all over. And like WCW range would be really small, and you only get that occasionally, not every Woolworths, whereas in every single Woolworths, every BT's, you do get a huge WWE range. So in England, I'll be honest, this might be my view. Let me know if you guys are different. And obviously, I live down south, maybe up north. WCW had a huge stronghold. But it seemed like WWE was never pushed. It was never given the true love it deserved. But AEW, it will be different because now we live in the social media age. Now we live in the online age. So literally AEW happened yesterday and I'm in England and I'm loving it. I'm loving the highlights. I'm loving everything about it. Look, listen, you can watch this video and you're thinking this guy is showing unbridled enjoyment, like for real. I'm tired as hell, I'm less than 3 hours sleep, but I'm so invested in AEW that I'm doing a video for you guys because I honestly believe in what they're doing. Best wrestling show I've ever been to in my life was with my little brother this year, Progress Super Strong 16. And I have been to a live WWE before, and you know what? That live show of WWE, it was years back, it was a live Raw. It was too long, it was 2 hours, and now it's 3 hours, so no chance I'm ever going to watch for 3 hours. It was 2 hours, it was, I don't know, it was alright, it wasn't bad. Like Kofi Kingston was on it, he fought Edge on, I think, the first of the Superstars episode after it. So technically it was 3 hours really, it was 2 hours Raw and plus, I think, was it an hour of Superstars? It might have been half an hour, can't remember. But here's the bad thing, I can't remember what was the main event of that Raw. I remember Edge won the World Heavyweight Championship, because if you watch the promo you could hear me shouting heavyweight like a proper weirdo. So yeah, I think that was 2009, but I've never really had any massive will to go watch like a WWE event. Like maybe I'll go watch the NXT UK probably, because that's kind of technical wrestling. I like high flying, bit of technical wrestling. But the problem with WWE is, man, it just gets boring after all. It gets stale. 3 hours of Raw, like come on, it's too long. 3 hours is too much. I like what they do on SmackDown, to be fair, so I might possibly go watch the SmackDown live sometime. Shout out to Ryan Brody, King of Brody, he went to SmackDown live this year. He said it was really good. Yeah, I don't know, man. AEW just do everything right. They're ticking every single box for me. They're making the right decisions creatively. The hires, getting Dean Malenko's, getting Goldust in. I know he's not creatively behind the scenes yet, but he definitely 100% will do. They're getting Arn Anderson's in. They're getting Earl Hebner's in. Tony Khan looks like he knows what he's doing. And a lot of people are hating on Young Bucks and Cody. Oh, they work there. They'll book themselves into oblivion. Yeah, well, Jeff Jarrett did all right at TNA. No matter what you're going to say, TNA. And now Impact is still around. People thought it'd be destroyed like 5-10 years ago. At one point they were credible number 2, very credible, with over 1 million viewers on Spike TV. Can AEW do similar? I don't know. It's a different time and age. It's 2019. A lot of people watch YouTube highlights of WWE. A lot of people watch YouTube highlights of wrestling in general. But if it's on ITV4 in England, I guarantee you they'll do at least the same numbers as Impact, if not far better than Impact. Don't know if they ever did, because I know at some stages TNA, aka Impact, back in the day, were actually ahead of WWE in the ratings in England. I'm not sure if AEW would do that, but I hope so. I really do hope so, because I like to see an alternative. I like to see something exciting and thrilling with in-depth storylines and characterization. And maybe it's not PG, because like I said, I'm 29, my brother's 22. We're adults. We're all like, do you remember, we're adults. Most of you guys watching this will be adults, and I know there's a PG product, and that's for sponsorships, and that's great. And WWE can be that product, and it can be in that niche. But you know what? As an adult, like, there were certain WWE wrestlers I used to love and used to like and enjoy, and I really do like Ali, and I really do like Ricochet and Roman Reigns, which most people don't. I like him, and but you know what? I love Enzo. I love Enzo. The way he delivered a promo. I love Neville. Neither of them in there. Yeah, and my favourites in the scene right now probably guys like Darby Allin, Kip Sabian, MJF, and they're all in AEW. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna follow AEW, and then you've got Cody, and you've got the Brotherhood, you've got Dustin Rhodes, you've got Kenny Omega, you've got Jericho. So the rosters are both stacked. And is it a competition? Hopefully, but either way, you can still enjoy both. I love NXT. I love NXT. I loved it more than Aleister Black and Ricochet were there permanently, but I still love it now. It's got probably one of my top 5 wrestlers now, the Velveteen Dream. I love the Velveteen Dream. Do you know what I mean? Keith Lee's in there as well, ACH. Chris Hero's now known as Cassius Ohno, still doing great things. So at the end of the day, you can enjoy both. And I will definitely continue to enjoy NXT. Actually, you know what? I will definitely watch NXT TakeOver. I really want to do that if I have another one in London anytime soon. I'm a big NXT fan. Actually, I've noticed I actually probably watch a hell of a lot more NXT. Like every week I have to watch NXT. I don't care about SmackDown or none of that stuff at all. Like literally, I'll be honest with you, I just watch the highlights on YouTube. Like my stepmom's got Sky, so I used to actually go there and watch it there, but I could care less about WWE. And I heard it might go to BT Sport, and I might occasionally record it, but there's no chance you'll ever catch me staying up live to watch WWE. I've never done it in my life, ever, I'll be honest, and I never will. Like, some of the really, really hardcore guys do, but no, I'm not going to do that. Plus, you've got work next morning, how's that even going to work? I feel tired enough just doing this for you guys. But on a serious level, AEW, hopefully we'll get a nice time slot in England. Hopefully, if it's a replay, not live. If it's live, then obviously I'll record it the next day. But if it's a replay at a decent time, that'd be great. It's good viewers. Either way, I hope it gets good viewership. I hope AEW smashes it in terms of merchandise sales, in terms of TVs, in terms of distributions. I'm just so happy to see an alternative, man. I'm so happy to smash it yesterday. So happy for Cody Rhodes, so happy for Dustin. I'm just happy for Vince McMahon, 70-year-old guy, making all the creative decisions with WWE, which is whatever. I'm not trying to be ageist or nothing, but let's be real, come on. That's older than my dad. That's 11 years older than my dad. And he's making all the creative decisions. Like, come on, let's actually use our brains. Vince might actually use his brain and think, do you know what? Let's actually care about the fans. Let's care about the average guys, and let's try and compete with AEW. Yeah, you heard me right. Let's see if he can keep up with AEW. Great stuff, AEW. I appreciate it. I really didn't think this episode would be this long, but here you go. Cheers, guys. Thanks for all tuning in to The H.